Hello, everyone, and welcome to the sermon recap for this week. The subject was Building Healthy Relationships, Part 5, about forgiveness. I think forgiveness is a big topic and something that comes up for all of us at different times in our life. We question whether God forgives us for things that we've done. We wonder how we can forgive other people, and we also wonder how we can forgive ourselves at times. So, thinking about forgiveness, Peter, one of the Lord's disciples, asked the Lord how often he should forgive people, and he offered up the idea of 7 times, thinking that that was being magnanimous. And the Lord said to him, not 7 times, but 70 times 7, which means always without counting. And just to give you an idea of what that looks like. So here's a jar with 7 gems in it, and compare that with this one. So just give you an idea of, the Lord is saying we really have to do this, and we have to do it all the time. What happens if we forgive people, though, and they've hurt us? Does that let them get away with it? And what we really need to focus on is working on our own process and not letting what's happened hold us back from opening ourselves up to receive the Lord's forgiveness. Of course, in the Lord's Prayer, we say, forgive us our debts, or forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us, or as we forgive our debtors. So there's something about us being able to forgive others that allows the Lord's forgiveness to enter into us. And part of that is that when we're unforgiving of other people, we're sort of blocking the blessings the Lord is trying to give us. And that prevents our heart from being open to receive that. So thinking about forgiveness too, there's a parable that the Lord told about the master who had a servant who owed him a huge debt. It was 10,000 talents, which is like 60 million days of wages, just to give you an idea of how much that was. And he said he couldn't repay him. He asked the master for forgive him, and the master forgave him his debt. But that same servant went and asked his fellow servant for repayment of the debt, which was 100 denarii, which is like 100 days of wages, which is tiny in comparison, but he wouldn't forgive him. And when the master found out, he was angry with the servant and thrown him into prison till he repaid his debt. And that parable, harsh as it may sound, is also showing us just how huge the Lord's forgiveness is toward us, that the Lord forgives us of everything we ever do, regardless, all the time, without counting. He never holds a grudge, is unable to turn his face away from us and frown upon us, as we're taught. But we also, in order for that forgiveness to make any difference, have to stop a behavior that we're involved in. Otherwise, forgiveness just washes past us. It isn't received by us. So what I offered in the sermon is what I call the 4 gives of forgiveness, things that we can do to help. And the first one is to give it over to the Lord, recognizing that of ourselves we don't have the strength, we don't have the ability to forgive, but the Lord can give us that strength. So we need to engage with the Lord in prayer, ask for his help. The second thing is to give it time, recognizing that forgiveness is a process. It will take us time to do it. We can't expect it to happen immediately. Be patient, but work on it. Give it time. The third thing is to give the person that may have harmed us the benefit of the doubt, recognizing that there's many times in our own life where we've done things that we didn't mean to do, or we've harmed people, or did something with consequences we didn't foresee. We recognize that we all struggle, so give the person the benefit of the doubt. And also the fourth is giving up the resentment, let go of it, give up the right that we have to hold a grudge towards somebody else. Recognize that we can give that up, we can let it go, because it's really just poisoning us. So that's what I want to say in summary, and I hope that we can recognize that this is something we just have to work on in a daily way, just to ask the Lord for help, to let go, be patient, give it time, and give up that resentment that we might be holding on to as best as we can. Wish you a blessed week, and thank you for tuning in.